Hello, today is the 7th of May, 2021, and I'm going to be attempting to read with the Hip Chick Tarot deck made by Maria Strom. Okay. And I believe she's out of Georgia. And that's kind of what the deck looks like. It's a more, what I would call a more modernized deck, for sure. Okay. I have a few different ones. I've also got the Neon Moon, which is very cool. Pretty intense, though. And on standby for clarity, I have the Common Threads Oracle. Okay. And Neon Moon looks like this. It comes in a tin. Or the one I did buy. Alright. So, I'm wanting to read on Elise Stefanik, who basically is the woman that the Republicans want to replace Liz with. I just want to see how things will go for her. In concern to this, and just in general, and into the future. Very curious. And since this is a new deck, I am really wanting to shuffle it. I did shuffle prior to going on camera, but I still need to shuffle it a little more for my liking, just in grounding with the question of Stefanik. We want to know what the creator will share with us. What do we need to know? All right. Okay, first off, my hands are dry. Hang on a minute. Yeah, so it's Elise Stefanik, and she's, I think, 30 years old. She is a Cancer. Her birthday is July 2nd, and she's a real twat. In my book. I think in most people's books that have a brain. I will put a link in the description box to her wiki so you can find out more about her. She's very unexciting. I'm not surprised that they picked her. She is a joke compared to the strength of somebody and the wisdom and the experience of Cheney. And I can't believe I'm saying that because I'm no fan of Liz Cheney. Let's not get it twisted. I have certain things I can respect her for, but there's so much that I cannot. And the one thing right now I can say that I have some begrudging respect for is the fact that she's not willing to go as far as these other people. And that's important right now. So anyway, and I'll give it to her because they're going to give her hell. They will. This is not going to be easy on her. And I do think they will replace her. But here is, the reading on Liz Stefanik. So Queen of Wands, she's not the Queen of Wands, I'm sorry, Queen of Cups. Well, what covers her is the Chariot and is success. And so she is also very ambitious, and she is willing to toe this Trump nonsense, I think, for precisely the same reason that most people are. It is a shoe-in to some kind of attempt at power and greed, and influence and money. And so she's all in for it. That's what it's saying. She is jet set, ready to get going, and be the take over Liz's spot. There's no question. She's thirsty. And she knows that she is the, chosen one, let's put it this way, over Liz. And that she's in agreement and in partnership, as far as I'm concerned, with the GOP's, what they're going along, with. That's what she's doing. She's totally down for that. So in other words, she's a real kiss ass and a woman who I cannot respect because she has no sense of dignity. Okay, we get nature here, this is the Empress. This is talking about, I think, being in a position of leadership, and she is thirsty for that position of being a woman in that role that they're going to give to her. She's willing to accept, though, I believe, the limitations, well, maybe at least initially, of what they're going to really allow her. She feels like she's in agreement and that she's perfect for it. She's feeling she's perfect, and she, like I said, cannot wait to fill Liz's shoes. Yes, see? Reborn. That's what's crowning her. She feels like she feels giddy. And she's feeling like she's fully anticipating and totally ready. And there are secrets here, because this is, and she's willing to keep them. And that shows that in the recent past. She's also part of a secretive, I think, bunch wherein Liz is concerned. And she's got her secrets. She's got her secrets. She's got some nice big baggage in her recent past. So long term, I don't know about her staying power with that, but we'll see. So it looks like, yeah, in her near future, I believe they'll bring her in with that 9 of Wands. I think that's what those paintbrushes are about, because Wands are the creative card. But she will get she'll get tested as well. Despite being the shoe-in. And what she's concerned about is, and has on her mind, is justice. I think any kind of legal sniffing around, she wants to also make sure that she can somehow get Trump back into power. It's really, really, really sick. We have to get these people out, get rid of Trump's old bunch. They really have got to be, they're traitors. They've got to, we're not going to improve much if we don't bounce them. So that's what the universe has got on board, and human law just is to follow up on. And I think it will. Could it do a better job? Perhaps. But I think it will be far more condemning far more of these people to criminal, like prison sentences. I think we're actually going to see more of these wealthy people that usually are untouchable or have very short sentences, very cushy ones. It's not going to be that way. It's the start of a new day where that's concerned. And I'm still cynical to see it. I'm really feeling like, show me. So here's the swords. So there's the Five of Swords, and this is, and deals with also, I believe, the criminal activities, the activities that she's been involved in with other people. I think also the behind taking also like smearing Liz's image. Totally with that. Totally get that. It's a bully card. And she's just joining a crowd of bullies. Yeah. Hopes and fears. She wants to work, as you can see. She wants to expand her power and network with the bigwigs, you know. Knock elbows with the hoity-toities. But what she's going to get is the Three of Swords, which usually means also heartbreak and a painful experience, to say the least. Sometimes it's ill health. But it's also many times the card of being a traitor. Whether you're a cheater or you are a thief or you aren't exactly loyal to your partner the way you're supposed to be or whatever, it indicates that you've done something compromised. And it's going to cause pain. So her deck is a little bit different. But I think it's going to put Stephanie into the future with, she's going to feel pretty darn good, but like she's been through the ringer. Like she's going to feel like she's seasoned, okay? She's a joke. She really is. She's deluded. But she's going to feel like in the near future that she's right where she needs to be, that she's in with these guys, and, you know. But at the end of the day, it's going to cause her pain. It's going to cause her heartbreak. It's going to lead to, it will break her heart for what she wanted for herself. I can see that she wants to be this powerful woman and to be this new, I think, poster woman for the Republican Party, and that's just not going to happen. It's going to end in tears, is what I get. And she's going to feel very much trapped, like she has to keep Strom. Like she has to keep to herself about something. She's inwardly thinking. It shows her pulling back and having to, she's not going to be saying what she really feels or thinks, but inward there's a lot going on. And this is her. My goodness. This is tracking, apparently, because she is the queen of feelings. She'd be the Queen of Cups. And so she's going to be all up in her feelings. And she's going to not be saying a lot initially at first, like I said, because that Two of Swords indicates it's activity that's internal. It's activity that's in the mind. And for her, also in her emotions. And as you can see with that, it just feels like her emotions are kind of coming out. And somehow I'm thinking at the end of the day that it's not going to be what she is totally amped up right now and feeling pretty smug about. It's going to break her heart. And she's going to feel like she can't have maybe an opinion that she or her opinion she's not wanting to say out loud, though she has a great deal of feeling. It seems to me like she's in a bit of a internal conflict with it. And so, oh, that looks like me. That's what I want to be doing. That'll be me in my wheelchair painting once I get my easel found. I've got to do that. Anyway, the 8 of Earth. This is to do with experience, and this has to do with application and time, and just, I don't think things that she has. She's not as compared to Liz. You know, you cannot replace somebody who has that much. Her experience it just outweighs her. But this is an education. And this has to do with, yeah, sacred knowledge. It's an inside knowledge of how you handle that. I think she's going to feel very much out of her depth and like she's got a hell of a lot to learn. And if she doesn't think that, then she's wrong, because that's exactly what it's saying. She has no idea. She just doesn't have the practical life experience again and again and again of the years and true dedicated effort. And I almost think this looks like Liz going, girl, you don't know shit. Queen of Earth. So, I feel like this is an effort by all means. And the will is there, but it's like she's going to be really thrown into a deep end, and I think she might surface realizing that, hey, I don't quite have the power that I thought I was going to have here. I feel stifled, and what am I going to do about that? And it looks like she's going to definitely try. I think she's going to have other people coming for her, though. It kind of feels like here too as a possibility, because she doesn't have the knowledge she should have, and it might make other people angry. I think with other women, I think it will make them want to bounce her out of her seat, potentially, in that sick little bunch. Who knows? Maybe it's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Or I think she's, well, one of those. Lauren or Marjorie. They just are going to be telling her, you got to go with the flow. Bigger than what you want to do. So I think they're going to try to just get her to be a figurehead and think that she's actually contributing. And I feel like they're going to kind of tell her to stay in her lane. I think initially at first by saying, you don't know, that would be, maybe with ideas that she may have, that would be creating a problem, whatever. It just looks like to me like there's a little message here of stay in your lane. Don't, boss of create. She's going to feel like she's not got the job that she thought she had of active choice, I feel like. And I think she's going to feel like she's striving to get that power. She wants power. Like I said, she's really thirsty for it. So to actually, I think, use the power of that office is going to be something she's going to feel like she's really making an effort to do. because I think they're going to be basically telling her how she is and what she is to do, rather than to allow her to really own that responsibility. Six of Swords. So this means there's going to be a change coming on. And I think she's not content. I think she's saying, no, I'm going to be this boss. I'm going to do this. So they're going to find another woman that's not willing to, I think, quietly accept what they want her to do. And they might, she's thinking, I can lead you in a better direction and make real change. There's a stubbornness here, though. We're getting a power play. So I think we're going to have a power play with her in that role. And it's going to be her up against the people that have basically put her in there. And she might get an ally there. I feel like with a Knight of Cups, somebody may make a pitch to her when she's not happy there. Oh, and she ends because, look, she's going to end her time with them because she's going to feel she's also too stifled. I can see it. Oh, and before that, she's got the Tower. So it's going to come to where she's out of there. So Elise is not going to be staying in that position. No. There's going to be, that job's going to come open again. They're going to bounce her because they're going to think that she's getting too uppity and getting ideas of her own and getting ideas that she should have this job and be more than a figurehead. That's interesting. So we'll watch that space. Let me know what you think. Anyway, thank you so much. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't. And just double check. YouTube is doing funny stuff. And I guess that's really about it. And hit that like button on the way out if you haven't. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.